Hi there, welcome back to Beginner Biker Adventures. Here we are in the shed. Today we're going to take a look at this MoniMoto tracker. It's the MM5 tracker, which is the EU model using TG. The lovely guys at MoniMoto sent this through for us to check out and see how it is. So we're going to do a quick unboxing and give you the lowdown. So obviously been in London and security is very much a key concern, so I was definitely interested in what this tracker can offer. So first things first, we've got some cable ties to hold the thing on. We've got a key fob which will be used as a proximity to see if we're near the car. Okay, what else we've got in here? So this is the tracker itself. It's a small kind of cylindrical device. What is that? It's about 10 centimeters longish and yeah, 2-3 in diameter. Looks interesting enough. Looks fairly discreet. And what else we got? We got the instructions. So pretty straightforward. Let's see how we set this up. So somehow we've got to open this up and remove the battery tab. There we go. It's just got some rubber seals to hold it on. So in here we've got a couple of small CR123A batteries. So this is a key feature of this MoniMoto MM5. It was entirely battery powered, which means you do not need to wire this into your battery. It means you've got no telltale wires for a thief to kind of trace back and work out where you've hidden this thing. They reckon these batteries will last about 12 months, just in kind of normal standby mode, which makes things, yeah, it's great. Obviously you need to change these after the year. The desktop, the little phone app will tell you when the batteries are running low, so I'll give you a heads up. We have in here a little 2G SIM card, so that's supplied. You can use your own SIM card, but the one they have supplied is perfectly fine, and they charge a monthly subscription of a couple of quid or so. Okay, so apparently we just pull this thing out. Ooh, this bit doesn't want to come out. No, it's just torn. That's a bit annoying. So that's okay. Let's get these batteries out. Get rid of that tab so we can enable it. There we go. There we go. So that's the batteries. Dinky little batteries. 2 of those. Right, let's just pop them in. So that's should be spring loaded. There we are. There we go. And we've got a little couple of flashy lights on here. So something's obviously going on. Cool. So I guess we'll put that back on. So we have a couple of little holes here which are going to route through our cable ties, so this will help us secure it somewhere hidden on our bike. Obviously I'm not going to show you where I'm going to hide this on the bike because that's just giving things away, isn't it? But obviously you can use your imagination and don't be just be super obvious and stick it under the seat, because that is just super obvious. The next thing we need to do is jump onto the MoniMoto app and go get the thing registered and set up. So yes, preparing the moto. Red light will start to flash. Next, select the key fob you have. That one. Move the plastic strip already removed. Hit next. What plastic strip? Okay, looks like the strip was already removed. Interesting. tracker very close to your phone. So I've got to stick in some of my details. Yes, yes, yes. Check the serial number was correct. Come back in here again. Da 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 da. Yes, that's fine. Connecting. Haha, firmware update, of course. There's always a firmware update, isn't there? Okay, that's quite quick. That's quite nice, actually. Connecting. Configuring, lovely. Checking the GSM network. So obviously this is using the 2G phone network to communicate. The idea being that when it detects movement and this key fob is not in close proximity, it will trigger an alarm and it will send you a little message and phone you and so forth, and let you know, and then you can obviously track its location. So yeah, got to keep this on your person. Obviously we're going to be doing some testing later where we don't necessarily have this on our person. We start moving the bike around and see what it does. We have encountered some problems. Uh-oh. What is that all about? No key fobs. Sounds like it's going to be a phone call to MoniMoto. Dope. So that was a bit of a faff. Tried a few times, couldn't get anywhere. Had to get in touch with the MoniMoto support team, which you can do via their app. There's a little option on there to send diagnostic information straight to them. Rather impressively, they got back to me in about 20 minutes. They suggested a few things, but in the end I had to get some details together to provide to their development team. They got back to me a couple of days later with a verdict that the battery in the key fob was dodgy. Obviously a bit annoying since it was brand new and supplied with it, but as you recall, it didn't actually have the tab on the battery when I was setting it up, so it may well have run flat in the box. So got some more batteries off Amazon, only a few quid, not too bad. Swap that in and everything then synced up perfectly in the app. It all connects nicely and everything's ready. I'm getting full kind of battery status and it found the key fob and no further issues. Brilliant. That's all it was. So a bit more about the app. In here you can do all kinds of tweaking of various settings. So you've got the option to change how often it checks in with you, how sensitive it is to movement, what number it needs to ring and all that sort of stuff. Not something you need to do very often, but handy. Okay. The one thing I will say is that the MoniMoto does not have any live tracking. It basically only wakes up periodically, gives you a quick update to say where it is and make sure it's all working okay, which by default it does once a day. The only time it does any live tracking is when the alarm mode is set. So that's when your bike moves but the key fob is not with the bike. And at that point then it will spring into alarm mode and it will send more regular updates out to your phone. And you get various kind of events every minute or so with all full GPS details, etc. Now the main reason for that is because the tracker runs solely on the internal batteries, so constant live mode will just drain those super fast. So by having just a periodic check-in, it maintains the battery life by default about a year. But of course obviously in that live alarm mode it will drain them much faster. So MoniMoto claim around 2 weeks battery life, which should hopefully be enough for you to recover your bike. Another nice thing about the MoniMoto tracker is you can set this app up on multiple phones, and although it will only ring out to one phone, at least various events of and alerts and such like will go to both phones. Very handy if you've got your partner's bike and they might be stuck at work or something. If you can both get an alert, you can both go check out and find out what's going on. So that's a nice feature. I've got the tracker nicely hidden on the bike. works a treat, no problem. Keep this on our keychain around in your pot on your person, and from that point on you can basically forget about it for a year.
Oh no, what's going on? Oh. Come back with my bike!
So overall, what do we think of this MoniMoto MM5 tracker? Actually, I'm quite impressed with this. It's got a lot of good plus points. First of all, price. It comes in at 150 quid, and you got your subscription of about £32 a year. Can't beat that. Most other trackers on the market are at least 250-300 quid plus professional fitting, maybe subscription charges of £100 plus a year. So total different league. The other advantage is the ease of installation. So no wiring to the battery means it's just a case of cable tying it onto your bike somewhere, nice and easy. I mean, the other advantage, good plus point, is the support time from MoniMoto. They've been really good and very responsive and helping out and getting that thing set up when I had some issues. It's very simple to use. The app does a job, one way you want. So on the flip side, there's a few cons. First up, there's no constant active tracking, but again, that would drain the battery and negate some of the other pros. There's no VHF tracking like some of the posher trackers on the market, which can be advantageous to help beat clued up thieves with mobile phone jammers and such like, or if they got it locked up in a pretty well padded container or something like that, which might hinder the signal. The other disadvantage is MoniMoto don't provide any assistance with the actual recovery of your vehicle, so that is entirely up to you. You're only going to get notification that it's been stolen. So unlike people like Bike Track, who will get involved in that and help you, you're on your own in this one, I'm afraid. So be careful, take that as you will, get the police as needed. The other disadvantage is the batteries do need replacing each year, so there's a little bit of faff there, but hey, it's not too bad. And also, it's not actually Thatcham approved, so it probably won't give you any kind of benefits on your insurance premium or anything like that. Nonetheless, at the price it is and what it does very well, and I think that makes it very useful for the sort of bikes where you maybe previously couldn't justify a big outlay on a tracker. So if you've got a slightly older bike, a slightly cheaper bike, it may not be quite as desirable, but it might still get stolen, and this is where a tracker at this cost can really kind of fit the market really well. Overall, gets my thumbs up. Go get yourself one of these. Thank you for watching. Hope this was useful. Bye.